Hi everyone, I am Kishore Mandal, a PhD student in Physics Department, IIT Bombay. As we know, the 16th May is celebrated as the International Day of Light. As a part of celebration, Photonics Research Chapter IIT Bombay conduct a Break It Apart challenge. Break It Apart challenge is basically take a light-based device, open it, and explain the functionality of device and what is the physics behind it. So as a part of Break It Apart challenge, I will explain a PIR motion sensor. PIR sensor is basically the passive infrared sensor which detect the heat energy radiated by the object in the form of infrared radiation when it comes to the vicinity of the sensor region. So infrared radiation emitted by the object have a uh, wavelength in between the visible to the microwave regime in the electromagnetic. Now let's see working and functionality of the PIR sensor.
This is PIR motion sensor. PIR refers as passive infrared sensor. This is a sensing device, and a light bulb as a load connected to the output port of this device, and electrical power is supplied through this wire to activate the sensing device. So it's basically works like it generates the electric energy when this detecting area of the device is exposed to the heat energy. So our body is also act like a radiator, which our body have temperature at 23 to 34 degree. From Planck's law, it act like a radiator. So body also, this hand emits the heat energy in form of the infrared radiation, and that radiation is detected by this detector. So uh, when our hand is nearby this detector region, so in that case it senses it, and it is in on state by glowing this LED. When our hand is away from the detector region, so this device is in off state, this LED will be off. So it acts like a switching. When it is on, this light will be turned on. When it is off, this light will be turned off. Now I'll turn on the power supply and show how it's work. Now power supply is turned on. I will bring the hand near the detection region, then it will turn on. Now it's glowing, and if you keep rotating the hand, moving the hand near the detection region, it will be on turn on mode. If you static your hand, after some times there will no change, then it will be automatically turn it off. Then if you keep on moving, it will start turn it on. If you bring your hand away from the detecting region, after some times it will turn it off. Now we'll see the physics behind it, and before that we have two modes here. It's the time. We can set the time delay of the device. Another is the sensitivity, is the lux, and here we can set when you want this device to be active, day, night, or day and night both. You can set it by this. And this is the this plastic dome is called a Fresnel lens, which is act as a converging lens. It's used to increase the detection area of the sensor. So it's basically collect the signals from of the surrounding when the one body moved in this detection range, and focus it to the center. At the centric below have the sensor device which detect the heat energy. Now we'll open this device and see what are the elements inside it. There are three terminals you can see. So these two are the power terminals, positive and neutral, and also connected. One terminal is connected to the load, and another this third terminal is the signal wire, which is another second wire is connected. Load wire is connected to here. So when this device sense the movement, so this signal is sent to the load by this wire, and it's so turn on or turn off. this is the back front side of the electronic circuit, and these are the capacitor, transistor, and the relay. And now we'll see the front side. This is the LED which show the on and off state when it's detected, and this is the light dependent resistor, and this is the main this metal cylindrical, you can see in the middle part is our PIR motion sensor. So this part is made of pyroelectric materials. So what is did it when the signal comes from this this plastic dome, this called Fresnel lens, is focused on the centric part, and that heat energy is converted into the electrical energy. So, and this supplied to the circuit, which makes this LED to on and off state when this PIR sense the movement of the warm body. Now we'll see the physics behind of this PIR sensor, how it works. Let's see the physics of the device.
Physics behind the device is all infrared sensor is based on the radiation theory. So from the Planck law of radiation, we know that when the object have a temperature greater than 0 Kelvin, it emits the electromagnetic radiation. The emitted radiation density have as a function of wavelength and the temperature, which have this expression. When you integrate this energy density, it will give the power radiation emitted by the object, which is proportional to the fourth power of the absolute temperature, which is the Stefan-Boltzmann law. And in the spectrum, the peak of the wavelength is inversely proportional to the temperature, which is governed by the Wien's displacement law. So in the device, this is the PIR detector, which measures the heat radiation emitted by the object when the object moves in the vicinity of this detector, which emits the radiation in the form of infrared light. And this detector is made of the pyroelectric material, which convert this heat energy, change of heat energy into the current, which called the pyroelectric current. When the moving object have the change in the temperature, which gives the generated current in the detector. When there is a no change, then the generated current will be 0. So in that way, this device acts as a switch on and switch off. Now this PIR sensor on top is covered by this plastic dome, which called the Fresnel lens, and which basically act as a convergent lens. So this Fresnel lens basically increase the detection range of the sensor. So all the element, human being, animal, or any object which have the temperature in this regime emit the heat energy in form of radiation. All the infrared radiation collected by this Fresnel lens and finally converts and focus to the this point of the PIR sensor, and this PIR sensor convert this heat energy into the current, and now this generated current make this electronic device to in on state, which turn on the connected load like bulb and all in turn on mode. Now how the PIR sensor detect the motion of the object. So this PIR sensor have 360-degree detection range when the moving object come in the vicinity of the detection range of the sensor. So let's say in this position, so this PIR sensor produce the positive differential change in the output signal, and when this moving object away from this detection range, so this PIR sensor again generate the negative differential change in the output signals. So these two type of change in the spectra. So this PIR sensor can detect the motion of the object, which emit the infrared radiations. So this sensor, PIR sensor, basically doesn't give the information on who or what move. For that, we have to go for the imaging sensor. So these are the circuit key element of a PIR sensor. PIR sensor. This PIR infrared sensor have a broad application in different domain. It is used in digital healthcare, in mobile, drone, light technology, etc. In the have a variety of applications.